Cowboys update from the Star in Frisco, just off the practice field, where the Dallas Cowboys will get ready for their Christmas Day matchup with the Washington Commanders. Welcome in, everybody. I'm Kyle Youmans, your host this week, as the Cowboys fall to 6-8-1. They fall to the Los Angeles Chargers, 34-17. The final score. It's the third straight loss for the Cowboys after a three-game winning streak to start the post-bye part of their season. Justin Herbert and company absolutely light up the Dallas defense. We'll talk about their consistency in a moment. Brian Schottenheimer saying their lack of consistency was ultimately their downfall at AT&T Stadium.
Yeah, well, I think when you look at the game, complimentary football, we did not have that. You know, offensively, I thought in the first half we were terrific. They really struggled to stop us and thought we were kind of having our way. And then defensively, obviously, we had our struggles in the first half. This team, you know, I'm talking about the Chargers, of course, they do a great job of possessing the football. And, you know, got to be able to get off the field on third down, and we weren't able to do that. And at the end of the day, I thought there were some untimely penalties. You know, got a touchdown, came off the board, and some third downs became third and long. So disappointed, but we have no time to worry about it. Got a game here in another couple days.
The Chargers have now won 4 straight against the Cowboys in Dallas, dating back to 1990. Justin Herbert tacked on his 9th career game with 2 passing touchdowns, along with a rushing touchdown, as the Chargers offense put up 450 total yards. It's the third time this year the Dallas defense has allowed a 450-yard performance from an opposing offense, and the first time since they did in Week 4 against Green Bay. Justin Herbert, this was his first game without being sacked at any point this season. Dallas only put up a certain number of pressures against a quarterback in the NFL that was leading the league in sacks, quarterback hits, and in pressures entering the week. However, that Chargers offensive line gave time for Herbert to throw, and he found his array of weapons like Quentin Johnston, like Ladd McConkey, and then Omarion Hampton able to keep things rolling on the ground as well. Jadeveon Clowney saying that those slow starts played a dividend. Also, how much of a difference did Matt Eberflus making a jump to the booth make?
Just upset. I ain't got behind. Let the good offense get ahead. You just got to play better. Like I said, can't start slow. We've been starting slow a lot this season. We got to start faster and finish games. Just try to get the dubs, get the lead and stay ahead.
I don't know if these kinds of things make any difference to y'all as players, but obviously if Matt Eberflus going upstairs to the coaches.
Yeah, I heard that. I didn't notice anything different besides his energy on the sideline. He have a lot of energy on the sideline. But like I told him, I support whatever he decided to do. If he feel like it's going to make him comfortable going up there calling plays, we do that. We got to be pros and to go out there and execute everything he's calling and make plays. I mean, we got a lot of playmakers, but we got to go out there and make them. So that's on us. That ain't all on him. We got to execute his calls and make plays. It don't matter what you call. You don't got guys that make the plays. It ain't on him, you know. So we just got to do our job and execute and make plays, make tackle.
So Clowney wants to see more consistency. The Cowboys got to see some more Trevon Diggs as he returned to the lineup on Sunday. First game returning since Week 6 after suffering a concussion at his home. He said post-game that it was due to a TV stand falling on him while trying to be a handyman in his own house. So he reveals the origin of the injury, but it was good to see him back in the fold. Did struggle at times. He was targeted 5 times, gave up 5 receptions for 68 yards and a touchdown in that matchup against the Chargers. The Cowboys on the offensive side actually showed some promise early. They scored on their first 3 possessions of the put up 17 points in the first half before they were shut out in the second half. Prescott finished with 244 yards passing, which snaps a 6-game streak with at least 250 passing yards or more, one short of Tony Romo's franchise record of 7 straight games with 250 or more. Dak said things slow down in the second half for a reason. Here's what he had to say about how the Chargers defended that Cowboys offense.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to go back and watch the film, honestly. I think as much as anything, it's that 4th down. If we get that 4th down, we're still rolling. We go score a touchdown there. It's a 1-score game or 3-point game. And, you're just looking for a stop for us to go down, take the lead, or tie it up. So when you're playing a team like that who's really good at controlling the clock, we only had 3 drives, the first half? And I told the guys in the second half, we're probably only going to get 3, maybe 4. I think we got 4. And When you're playing a team like that, you've got to take advantage of those opportunities. You got to execute on every possession, and we didn't do that in the second half. And so when we didn't get that fourth down, that's what I said. That was kind of the air out of the bubble right there.
CeeDee Lamb finished with over 1,000 yards on the season as he surpassed that mark in the matchup as well. He becomes just the second Cowboys receiver to have 5 1,000-yard receiving seasons in his first 6 years with a team, or with the team, I should say, as Michael Irvin is the other one on that list. It's good to see CeeDee Lamb have that production. The Cowboys now with a 4,000-yard passer, a 1,000-yard rusher, 2 1,000-yard receivers, and of course they were still eliminated with 3 games left to play in the regular season. Cowboys about to take on the Washington Commanders. One thing of note, Brian Schottenheimer and the Cowboys front office remain committed to playing their starters in this Christmas Day matchup with the Washington Commanders. Expect to see Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, Javonte Williams, some of those key members of the Cowboys offense. Quinnen Williams, who missed the game due to injury, is somebody that will be in question this week, but that's mostly because of his availability and the injury that he's dealing with, not necessarily because it is the end of the season and the Cowboys are out of the playoff picture. But they do turn their attention to Week 17 in a matchup with an NFC East foe. Former Cowboys defensive coordinator Dan Quinn leading the Washington Commanders. Their loss against the Philadelphia Eagles was actually what eliminated the Cowboys from playoff contention. 29-18, the final score in Week 17. And really, that Commanders team was held in check. They were held under 300 yards total on the day. Did not have any success against that Eagles defense. 220 total yards on the day. They were just 2 for 10 on third down. Marcus Mariota was banged up in that game. He is questionable in their matchup on Thursday against the Dallas Cowboys. Currently sitting 7th in draft position. They started 3-2 at the beginning of the year, but the injuries and the poor play on the offensive side of the ball have led to just 1 win in their last 10 games, including the Cowboys win back in Week 7, where they took care of business at home, put up 44 points against this Washington Commanders team. In that game, they controlled the line of scrimmage, and that's my key for the Cowboys to get a Week 17 win. You got to control the line of scrimmage. Over the 3-game losing streak for Dallas, against Detroit, against Minnesota, and then last week against the Chargers, they did not control the line. You got to be physical up front, especially against the Dan Quinn-led defense, and I think the Cowboys have the talent, especially if they continue to play their starters over these final 2 games, to win these final 2 games and get back to 500 in the first year under Brian Schottenheimer. But that's my key to a Week 17 win. Plenty of ways to digest content, and it's still Christmas week. It's the holidays. You got to download the Cowboys Now app so you're at home on your smart TV, your Apple TV, Roku, Fire Stick, doesn't matter. You can download Cowboys content at the palm of your hands and watch it on your home TV as well. We've got podcasts throughout the week starting at 8 a.m. every Monday through Friday. Limited schedule. Check your listings on DallasCowboys.com this week because of the holiday schedule, but there's no change to the Cowboys pregame live start time, 11 a.m. Central Time here from the Star in Frisco on Christmas Day. Be sure to join myself alongside Barry Church, Isaiah Stanback, Nate Newton, Nicole Hutchison. Can't wait to see you guys coming up this week. That does it for me on Cowboys Update here from the Star in Frisco, right in front of the Ford Center, as the Cowboys are about to take the practice field in a matter of moments. We'll see you next week with more Cowboys Update.